America has voted. They've been counting the vote for 12 hours now, but they do not have a winner yet. The rest of the world can be summed up in this. On a more serious note, this election is on the knife edge. America saw the highest turnout in more than 100 years. Almost 67% of the voters cast their ballot, the highest in 120 years. That's a significant political statement that Americans have made. The counting so far has not thrown up a winner. Millions of votes are yet to be counted. We may not have a result for days. And this is making Americans uneasy. The situation is volatile. Passions are running high. There is civil unrest. People are taking to the streets. There were clashes near the White House. With the President of the United States adding to the chaos, this battle could end up in a courtroom, like we have reported before on this show. So what can we expect in the next few hours? When will the winner be announced? We'll answer all these questions and more in the next 4 minutes. First of all, the numbers. What do the latest figures say? Remember, these are projections. The final count may take days. So according to the latest projections, Joe Biden is ahead of Donald Trump. American elections are complicated. Let me give you a simple breakup. There are a total of 538 votes. They're called electoral votes. The magic number is 270. You need at least 270 votes to win this election. Joe Biden has 238. Donald Trump has 213. It is still tight. More than 90 electoral votes are still up for grabs, which means it could go either way. Both candidates are very much in the race. Now look at the popular vote. The popular vote is the actual number of votes that these candidates have won. In India, you could equate it to the vote share. The total number of votes cast is 160 million. How many people have voted for Joe Biden? More than 6 crore 90 lakhs or 69 million. How many people have voted for Donald Trump? More than 6 crore 70 lakhs or 67 million. The difference is negligible. But here's the thing. Winning the popular vote does not ensure victory in the American electoral system. Ask Hillary Clinton. She won the popular vote, meaning she won more votes than Donald Trump, but she lost the election in 2016. So we have 69 million for Biden, 67 million for Trump. These numbers should tell you how close this election is. Next question. Why is the result taking so long? Because of the mail-in votes or the postal ballot. Nearly 64 million people in America cast their vote via the post. They voted before Election Day. All of these votes will have to be counted by hand, which is bad enough. What's worse is the rules. Different states in the US have different rules to handle postal ballots. Some states allowed the ballots to come in late. So it will take time to count all of them, to tally the figures and to produce the results. Don't hold your breath. In some states, it could take days. But this is 2020. Everything is insta, fast track. Nobody likes to wait. Definitely not the Americans. They're unsettled by the delay. And their president is not helping them. Donald Trump is being himself. He declared victory well before the votes were counted. And that's not all. He has accused the Democrats of fraud, and he has said that he will move the Supreme Court.
This is a fraud on the American public. This is an embarrassment to our country. We were getting ready to win this election. Frankly, we did win this election. We did win this election. So our goal now is to ensure the integrity for the good of this nation. This is a very big moment. This is a major fraud in our nation. We want the law to be used in a proper manner. So we'll be going to the U.S. Supreme Court. We want all voting to stop. We don't want them to find any ballots at 4 o'clock in the morning and add them to the list. Okay? It's a very sad moment. To me, this is a very sad moment.
The fact is that there is no evidence of fraud in this election so far, but facts are not in vogue, unfortunately. That statement from Donald Trump has ignited a fire. Multiple American cities have witnessed protests. In Washington, D.C., there was a scuffle between the protesters and the police. This happened at the Black Lives Matter Plaza. This is close to the White House. Another report claims 4 people were stabbed just a few blocks away from the president's residence. What about the Biden camp? What are they saying? The former vice president addressed the press. He said he's confident of a victory, but he won't be the one to declare the result.
You know, we could know the results as early as tomorrow morning, but it may take a little longer. As I've said all along, it's not my place or Donald Trump's place to declare who's won this election. That's the decision of the American people. But I'm optimistic about this outcome.
This election could become a nightmare for America if it isn't already. The wait for the result is exacerbating the situation. There are fears of violence and the worry that the result could throw America into a constitutional crisis. So the question, what happens now? A handful of states hold the key. On your screen now are 3 states: Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. These 3 states could very well decide the next president of America. These are the leads so far. Look at the margins. Less than 1% in 2 states. In Pennsylvania, more than 20% of the votes are still to be counted. The situation could change. If the margins of victory remain this thin, expect a legal battle. Either side could move court. Both are prepared for this. Both the Republicans and the Democrats have hired hundreds of lawyers. This is the most litigated election in American history. More than 400 election-related lawsuits have been filed so far. Scores of them remain unsettled. With President Trump refusing to commit to a peaceful transfer of power, the election is now turning out to be the biggest test for American democracy. Thank you for watching Gravitas on WION's YouTube channel. If you want to stay up to date with what's happening around the world, then subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like and share. Thank you very much for watching WION. World is One.